feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me.
One thing we can do, a whole bunch of consistent, smaller actions are what's required here. So part of that is changing our mindset. This is not going to be done in one swoop. It is consistent, ongoing action that you are going to have to reinvest some of your time. Is your country worth it? Is your country worth it?
Welcome all. This is the Australian Indie Wrestling Podcast. Fellow wrestlers, trainees, event support staff, friends, foes, and everyone in between. If you have a topic, if you have a problem, you can reach out to the Don, that's the Don Morleone, or myself at AWI Answers and complain about me as you like to do. The Don, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, man. My apologies for last week. These last couple of weeks have been just furiously busy. Between me at work, updating my shop, moving shop, and we had to refit the training ring.
It's not just updating the shop, brother. You're moving to bigger premises. You're expanding. So,
yes.
I think the people at home can excuse you for trying to provide your family a better lifestyle,
Yeah.
But what did you say? Not only did you provide your family a better lifestyle, but you provided the EPW trainees a better lifestyle. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so we have two rings at EPW, one that we use for the shows that we cart around and use wherever we're going, and one that we use for the training facility. Unfortunately, the training facility ring, it's very aged, but it's still a great ring. It's just it needs a revamp, a few repairs, and replacing all the boards. And the few adjustments with the cables. And I think we got that sussed this week, but it takes a lot of work. And it took most of a day to get it all sussed out and adjust things at the school so that we can put on better shows. There's still more work to be done, but that chewed up my whole Saturday. And then last week Tuesday, I was part of a filming crew for the ABC. I had an extra role on that where I played a detective, and hopefully that'll be out soon and I can give more details. I don't know exactly.
Geez, the picture I thought of you, Don, you weren't a plainclothes detective, were you?
I was a plainclothes detective. The one you had was from one. The picture that you had for last week was filming a music video for Bluntfield, which you can check out on Spotify. You can find the video on YouTube, and
we'll put a link to it.
The link will be up, but I played a cop on that, and I played a detective on the filming for the ABC, and it was really cool. It was a great moment. I met a bunch of really cool people. I was only on for a short period of time, but it took up quite a bit of time to get different angles and different shots while the actors were doing their thing, and a lot of standing around waiting. But that's it. I was just an extra for this, and
that's a TV show, brother.
A little bit of screen time. It's really cool. Hopefully I can find out how much information I can give on the whole scenario a bit later once it all happens. But stay tuned and you'll find out. You'll be able to see me on ABC TV, not just on the internet podcast world for wrestling. It's been a crazy 2 weeks for me.
So I guess after your Tony Kahn style NDI non-disclosure agreement form passes, you'll be able to talk about that movie a little bit more. Hey.
Yep, 100%. As soon as I can, I'll give more information. So that was my week and weekend. I hear some crazy things happen for you on your weekend. I'm looking at your head now. You're wearing a crown. What's going on there, bro?
Mate, I tell you what, the spoils of war. I promised Reneem and Peak Pro Wrestling I would fix their wagon, and fix their wagon did. I didn't just paint it a different color. I totally broke it. Brother Gore came to my assistance. I still have the tiniest bit of pull in some places.
And I did tell Reneem that you knew people in Melbourne.
I did tell him. And I tell you what, even my friend Crackerjack came down for support. I had a lot of mates in the crowd there down for support. Erica Reed was down there, so that was cool to see. To be honest, there was a lot more talent in the crowd.
Wow.
Than there was in the ring at some points. So, and to reiterate this, Vixen was challenged Emilio Crow to a match next. That should be quite interesting in itself. But of course, myself managing the Snuff Daddy Gore, he is now the new Coot Classic champion. And I tell you what, did we ever stomp and spit on that belt, hey, when we were in the ring? And weren't the fans angry, hey? The fans were very angry. They weren't happy at all. Actually, some people were cheering for Gore, but a good portion were cheering for Syd Parker. And it was a great match, as it's been played now over the top of We Speak. Great crowd for Peak Pro Wrestling. And to be honest, it's good to get involved in an upcoming promotion that doesn't have all this history and politics and bullshit behind it that you have to fucking navigate week on, week out like a game of fucking Survivor. It's refreshing, to tell you the truth. Yeah. And I'll be down there next week because, lo and behold, fucking at the end, we're standing there, arms raised and everything. Who shows his face? Will fucking Walker. You know? No. Good Lord. I thought, I swear I saw bigger people back there. But, Will Walker come out and he equals at least 15 litres of gore. You got to have about 15 Will Walkers for one Gore. Just if you're talking literage, if you're talking,
15 Will Walkers together, you get one Gore.
You get one Gore, and you might actually have a challenge. So next week it will be the Snuff Daddy Brother Gore against Will Walker for the Kook Cunt Classic at Peak Pro Wrestling. The crown will be on the line. My spoils of war. I will be down there managing Gore again, and I cannot wait. I pulled referee
Bonnie Byrne
straight out of the ring. She was the one getting into us online, and then I gave her a good old rake across the eyes, and I shouted at her, "They're not behind the computer now, are you?" So, and there were cries of, "She's just a woman," coming from the crowd. So, what are you going to do? You really got to set people off at these things and build a bit of a to next week. So Brother Gore and I will be there next week defending the Kook Cunt Classic against the, let's just say, lightweight Will Walker.
Yes. Oh, good. Well, you've definitely caused a stir in Peak. Like it's all happening. You put up or shut up, and you put up. You put up Gore.
I did.
You got Gore.
Mate, not only did I rock up with Gore, Crackerjack rocked up and was just spreading disinformation through the locker room. It was amazing to see. All my old friends came out of the woodwork to give me a hand. So they did heed my call in the end, which I was very grateful for the Melbourne wrestling scene, the supporters that did come out and catch that show, because a lot of the younger workers were like, "Hey, bigger crowd tonight, could be to do with you, Gore and Syd Parker," and I'm telling them like, "Hey, the main event always draws. It's all about the main event. The undercard."
Did they thank you for the house? Did they thank you for the house, brother?
A lot of people did. So that was cool. So let's get a bigger house down to Peak Pro Wrestling, right in the heart of Brunswick East. Catch the number 1 or number 6 tram. It is so easy to get to. It is such a fun atmosphere, a big party atmosphere, kind of like the atmosphere you talk about at Dude. So next week is all about Dad Rock, as we have this, Snuff Daddy Gore is the new champion with me managing him. So, mate, chuffed about that. Chuffed about Gore coming to my rescue, because I thought I was in a bit of strife up until about Thursday,
Yeah.
So, so that was good. And so we defeated Syd Parker, not without him biting us both in the dick, though, I might add.
He'll do that.
He'll do that. Syd Parker is a bit of a dick biter, so, that went down. And now we'll see what happens with Will Walker next week, but I'm pretty sure Gore will run through Will Walker like a packet of twisties.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption, I imagine.
Don, moving on to a couple of other Australian wrestlers around, I noticed Illia put out another promo sort of thanking everyone for the support, but then also telling us to get fucked because he was like, you didn't support me, you thought I was retiring, you thought I was done, fuck you.
Yeah.
So like, good on him. I can't wait to see the new Illia come out.
The beauty of what he's doing at the moment, which a lot of people don't have the opportunity to do because they're sort of in their one little bubble, which I've got to say for most of my career I was. So there's a certain level of promotion that you do because you're in that bubble. But he's expanding it because he's been overseas and he's been doing all kinds of stuff around the country. He's creating a brand that is translatable anywhere. Rather than having a specific character for a specific show, he's creating a bit of like, not ambience, what is it, like a bit of an
ambiance?
Yeah, a bit of an aura, a bit of an ambiance, so that can translate to anywhere he goes, anywhere in the world. He's creating a brand, essentially.
Yeah. Well, he's creating a brand, and what he's creating is all eyes on him when he enters a room. So that's the best thing he can do for himself. And talking about another person, all eyes on Indi Hartwell, who won her fourth, I think, belt, which means she has now 4 belts from 3 or 4 different countries. I think I saw Michael Lee reporting during the week.
Oh, wow.
So she's becoming a bit of a belt collector herself. So I know she's good friends with
Mercedes Monet.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. I know they're in each other's DMs, and I know they're comparing. So you never know. You never know. Could be a bit of a WWE, AEW Forbidden Door. That'll fucking never happen.
Never happen, bro.
That'll fucking never happen, hey. So during the week, Don, I put up a little thing. I got the posters through WWE Corporate of the new Raw and SmackDown Perth posters. I thought, these are pretty exciting. So cool. I'll just chuck them up. And I thought I'd make it a little bit funny. If these don't excite you, if these don't get you amped for the first SmackDown and Raw in Australia, like, yes, we've had Elimination Chamber before, and at the time, it was fucking awesome.
Sure was.
It was fucking amazing to be having the Elimination Chamber, flying the birdcage down, dodging the pirates of the ocean, to get the birdcage down to Perth. They're not doing that this time. They learned their lesson. No extravagant props this time. No extravagant props except John Cena. And,
I'm excited for that extravagant prop to turn up.
Well, I'll tell you what. Have you heard the news that was his last SmackDown?
Yeah, so I'm assuming that he won't be on SmackDown over here. It might just be Crown Jewel or Crown Jewel and Raw.
Crown Jewel and Raw. Do you think he'll even be wrestling? Because they say there's only 8 matches left, and a couple of cities like Boston and I forget the other one are vying for the last match to happen. So
I've been hearing that it's not Boston that's going to be his last match.
Yeah, so they're moving it and they're shopping it around. So we could only see Cena wrestle at Crown Jewel for the last time and then come out on Raw and cut the final promo in Australia as how it's looking.
Honestly, that's still cool. That's still cool as shit. Like the way he's so able to have that interaction with the crowd and the reaction and drawing everyone in and getting that, like say, that interaction. Just to be a part of something like that is just as cool. I mean, it's still cooler to see a Cena match live, but you get that promo as well. Have him just working the crowd. It's magic.
But there was a couple of people who just decided to say, hey, we are dead inside and we don't like wrestling, but here we are on a pro wrestling page commenting while I fact porn or something. Who the fuck knows what these degenerates are doing on our page? Because why are they there? They don't like wrestling. I showed you a few of the things. Like, there's a couple of people. I'm going to flash them up. We're not even going to read their names out and bother to fucking read what they set out, but you can read.
We might be able to bring them back to life, bro. Like, they're dead inside from WWE, but hey, Australian indie wrestling, we can bring them back to life, make them care about something again. You know, maybe that's what we need to do.
With the price of electricity, I couldn't be fucked defibrillating the mail.
Clear.
And it's outlandish, the kind of comments that people throw up as well. And look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not saying you can't come in here and put whatever you feel like on our page, barring like being completely, horrendous human beings. But silly things like WWE, soap opera, sports entertainment, play school wrestling. Brother, what do you want them to do? Like, open a vein every time they come out there? It's amazing wrestling. Like,
he wants them to break their legs like they do on AEW and shit, like fucking live on television. Like, what the fuck,
He wants to see people lose their livelihood every time they come out there. Look, it might help whittle down some of the outlandish number of people who are hired in WWE. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to look out for someone. I don't know. Not good.
Maybe he's got a friend. But speaking of WWE, I saw during the week Rhea Ripley, the Queen of Oz, let's call her, has now been given WWE security constantly after what happened last week in Paris.
Well done.
Whether she's on rides at amusement rides, whether she's at a restaurant with Buddy Murphy, whether she's fucking around in the supermarkets with Illia, the WWE bodyguards are there. So not only does Rhea Ripley get bodyguards, now Buddy Murphy and Illia have bodyguards when they go and hang out with Rhea Ripley. So that's pretty cool to see. We know they won't be getting hassled out at all. And I don't know if you saw during the week, Rhea Ripley appeared at the Ice Nine Kills concert. And during the song about Art the Clown, Rhea Ripley was brought on stage. And, Art the Clown, she was, mate, you got to get more into horror. Terrifier. The black and white clown, he fucking slit her throat on stage, hey? And then they carried her off to paramedics. Now, what I want to know is, where the fuck were the WWE bodyguards when this happened?
They got caught slipping.
No, just got in the bar and then, fuck. Is that Demi on stage? Fuck me.
Oh, no. They're testing their commitment to their job.
They are, mate. Oh, mate, and failing horribly if a horror icon can just finish off Oz's Queen Rhea Ripley on a stage in front of 15,000 people, no less, at a major concert in the US. But that brings me to another lady of the ring, Toni Storm. And Toni Storm opened up on why she left the WWE recently during the Marking Out podcast. And basically, she had to say, well, here's the thing. This is where I get stuck on it. It's the WWE. I don't think I was told what to do enough. I wasn't told, obviously you were told to do a certain circumstance. Fuck, she talks like a 15-year-old girl. But overall, I don't feel like I was told what to do enough. Yeah, you just reiterated that. I was very lost. I knew there was a direction. She says more than I do, Don. Things. This is how you do it. This is what you do on television cameras. And in regards to a character, no, I was never they would just write promos and I was did it. Basically, the gist of the story was she wasn't happy in WWE. She felt unguided, basically, unloved. And
Okay.
that's pretty much a good reason to leave and go to the other team where she has flourished
Yep.
into one of their main stars, and main attractions. So I think looking back when she's older, she'll think she made the correct decision.
It's not exactly what I would have expected from WWE. I thought it'd be a lot more heavily produced. But I think she made the right choice. She's just kicking goals in AEW. She's got like a top spot, and she's featured quite a lot. Women's champion, and headlined the tour when they came to Australia too. So it's done wonders for her.
Yeah, I think she's doing really well over there, and looking forward to when they come over in 2026 to Sydney and the bastard stepchild Brisbane. Well, I got bored and put out a poll during the week, and I thought I'd see who was the best active Australian wrestler right now at this instance. And
Just a rough guide of who's active and who's
well, I thought I'd put out like who I knew was active every week. And I thought they have to be at least wrestling once a fortnight. And so I put a list up, and a couple of people have voted. I got a few comments saying that maybe Slater shouldn't be involved because he only wrestled once in the last 6 weeks. I think that's really doing him an injustice, as he's just got back from Malaysia, wrestles on EPW shows.
Right, so here's the thing. If a guy like Slater, and he wrestles only once every 6 weeks, and he's still better than 90% of Australian indie wrestling, you got to shut up about that. You can't talk about someone who wrestles only once every 6 weeks or whatever. The guy could main event any show in Australia and still draw. He spent his time in the States. He spent his time in Japan. He's well-traveled. Yeah, it's cool for people to be like, oh yeah, I'm wrestling every week. Quality over quantity sometimes as well. Like I wrestle quite often. But
I tell you what, how many wrestlers out there do you know that also do jiu-jitsu and do jiu-jitsu well?
Yeah.
The
sheer volume of content that he puts out as well. He's got his own Patreon. He's got not only does he train people like in the school where he works, but he also trains people with World Beater worldwide, and has just a million things to do. When he's wrestling, it's top tier quality. It's world class. It's not. He's not still learning. No one's going, maybe pick up on this kid. You know what I mean? It's top quality wrestling.
That's why we think Damien Slater is well worth it to be in that poll. And apparently a lot of the crowd agree with us, as he has over 50% of the votes.
Yes.
And
hey, wait. If he's got over 50% of the votes, where are all the votes for me? Well, I'm here every week. I'm wrestling every couple of weeks.
You're imparting wisdom. Well, I tell you what, I think we're more infotainment. I think people see us more as infotainment because we're losing to Crackerjack, so that's not the worst,
Look, love all the love in the world to Crackerjack, but when was the last time he put something on YouTube? I'm just saying. You want to call out Damien Slater for wrestling every 6 weeks, Crackers? Oh, I want content. I'm not saying it to have a go. I want more Crackers content. I want to see more.
I want more Crackers content because he did make a good point. He said, like, not everyone includes as much erotica as he does.
Maybe I'm just not signed up to the right subscription.
Yeah, maybe you got to get on that OnlyCans and check out Crackers' other view. But I mean, that's pretty much all we had time for this week. We had the spoils of war, and we've got all the WWE stuff coming up. You've got an EPW show coming up this weekend.
So yeah, School of Pro Wrestling. We're doing a fortnight between the shows. Previous weekend we had the Rising Stars, which was focused mainly on the Rising Star Cup, which is basically for the newer guys to have some matches and see who's the next up and coming people in the School of Pro Wrestling. We did the preliminary rounds. Now we're up to the semis. The guys who went through, who are just absolute killers at the moment, is Faisal Ali, Jay Kendrick, who's very young and very new, but he's got a bigger heart than his frame will let him admit. Dagger Adonis Matthews, who is just a beast of a human, and Matty Ox Riggs, another guy who's just looks the goods and is just the future of all four of those guys are the future of EPW. And they're all going to be going into the semifinals this weekend at Road to Glory. And then the winners of those matches will go on to face each other for the Rising Star Cup at Date with Destiny. I
tell you what, those young fellas better step up soon, because Davis Storm leaving, FN Carnage leaving last year's Reawakening. Yep. I don't know if you saw last week's episode, but I put the picture over you, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and The Undertaker. So, trying to really hammer home the point that this is the end of an era for EPW. Mm-hmm. And I know you guys would only be leaving if you felt it was in the capable hands of a younger generation.
That's it. Well, I'm not going anywhere just yet. I still don't trust these kids, but they'll get there. Keep your eyes out for ESPW Rising Stars. You'll see James Hartness take on Julio Garcia, which was a cracker of a match. Ryan Allen versus Jack Edwards in a no disqualification match, and those guys beat the hell out of each other. And then obviously this weekend, if you're in Perth, we've got Road to Glory. Dark horse match of the night is Rogan Kargas, the Coastal Champion, taking on Chris Target. That's going to be a barn burner of a match. And like I said, the Rising Stars semi-finals, there's a bunch of more matches that I'm sure are popping up as we speak that have been announced, ready. And also we've got the Ultra face-off between Dex Van Diemen and Felix Young, trying to figure out who is the number one rank in Ultra. So that is, that's also going to be a killer of a match.
Dex! Go Dex!
Hey, it's youth versus experience, man. We're going to see who wins out in that one. But yeah.
Have you seen the size of that Dex guy?
He's 6'8", 6'8", which
he ducks going through doors.
He does. That all, there was a bit of a confrontation between those two at Rising Stars, which has set up this
I
match.
Caught it.
Ultra. Yeah. So huge things happening this weekend.
Well, that's what's happening with you this weekend. What's happening with the wrap around Australia this weekend, Don?
Well, I think someone needs to apologise because they had all the information but didn't do the wrap last week, if I'm not correct.
Well, I thought it would be more funny if we saw fucking Tony Kahn run to Benny Hill music, hey?
Hey, look, fair enough.
And I didn't want to steal your segment. I was like, I'm not the Don.
Fair enough. Props, again, big props to Michael Lee from Australian Wrestling Community for helping out with
massive props to Michael Lee. And I tell you what, if you're going to Perth and you don't get down to Freo Mayhem and support Michael Lee and NHPW's event, you're probably doing the man a disservice if he's ever helped you out.
Yeah, for sure. So yes, here it is for the wrap around the country. For starting off in New South Wales, we have Newcastle Pro Wrestling, Shattered X. I imagine it's 10, but it's an X on here. Wednesday, September 17th, Vulcan Championship Wrestling, Road to Vulcamania.
Hey,
Saturday, September 20th.
Do you reckon that's Vulcan's big brother fucking looking after Rhea Ripley?
Oh, possibly. I'm not sure. But it's exciting. I remember Vulcan from Gladiators back in the 90s. He's a pro wrestler, got his own company. You should go and check it out. Vulcan.
Yeah. I used to love Vulcan on fucking Gladiators. Hey, he was the man.
My favorite was Taipan because he would always do dirty tricks and do things that you're not supposed to. Yeah. He was the heel. I've always loved heels. Anyway, he was the heel of Gladiators. But anyway, we're off to Queensland. Pro Wrestling Power War on the Shore, Saturday, September 20th. Venom Pro Wrestling have Survival number 8. Saturday, September 20th as well.
Hey, just quickly with Queensland, I caught QWA on the weekend.
Yeah.
And that was quite a good watch.
Yep.
The production still needs a little bit to be desired because I still felt I was like sitting in the back stalls watching from hard cam. So maybe like a bit of a punch in, maybe like a plus 25% on the hard cam punch in wouldn't go astray. But yeah, Queensland Wrestling QWA is out, so check that out. I'll put a link in the thing. Please continue, Don. I'm sorry, you're at South Australia.
That's right. We're up to South Australia, home of Rhea Ripley and Bronson Reed.
And Delta, if you don't mind.
Delta, sorry.
She gave you a cracker of a concussion, my friend.
Elliot Sexton as well, you know, home of these superstars that are currently traveling the world. South Australia, Riot City Wrestling, Mean Street Mayhem number 62. And
Matt, don't undersell it. Yeah, Matt Hater the musical.
Also Matt Hater the musical.
Like what the fuck, hey? Like I half want to get on a fucking $70 bus ride to go and see that. Hey,
I hope it comes out quickly because I can't afford at the moment to go to Adelaide.
No shit.
I hope it comes out on video because I must see this. The hype and all the stuff building up to it, I've just
it's been amazing. Yeah, it's been amazing. Yeah. Hey, like Victoria, Peak Pro Wrestling. I'll do this one. Resurrection. This will be my man Gore. Defending against the illegitimate child of Peak Pro Wrestling, Will Walker. So we'll run through him like a hot knife through butter. So get down to Peak Pro Wrestling Dad Rock Resurrection, where Gore and I will be tearing the place apart. And I'll tell you what, it'll be interesting to see who they throw at us after we dispense of Will Wheaton? No, Will Walker. Walker in 2 minutes. But anyway, please continue. You're up to Professional Championship Wrestling.
That's it. Professional Championship Wrestling presents Slam featuring Evolution, Friday, September 19th. Alpha Pro Wrestling has Thursday Night Fights, Energy 19 on Thursday, September 18th. And then they're backing it up on the Saturday with Inevitable on the 20th of September. So then also we've got Malice Wrestling Federation's Eclipse on the 20th of September.
Malice Wrestling Federation, this is their second event. They are 74.
70. Oh, okay.
Well, so new Fed, second event.
74. Oh, damn.
Tara Lee's on it and a few others. So maybe get down, check it out. If it's any good, give it the support. Yep. Support what's good.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you thought of Malice Wrestling Federation in the comments.
Yep, and then we've already spoken about it, but in WA, we have got Explosive School of Pro Wrestling presents Road to Glory on the 20th.
I swear you almost said the Scallop Pro Wrestling School of Explosiveness, Road to Glory. Now, this is a house show, not a big show. The next big show, of course, is This is our house, and of course there will be more matches and announced during the week. We've covered that every other week, so we thought we'd cover it next week as it gets closer.
And they're announcing Rumble entrances left, right, and centre.
Yeah, we might even be doing a show together in Perth in a couple of weeks in the same room, fucking mind you.
No touching! No touching! No touching! No touching!
So that'll be something to look forward to. But until then, Snuff Daddy Gore and I will be reigning supreme. The Don will be training for one of his most important matches of his career, beating Davis Storm in his final match and sending him on his way, really questioning his life, really questioning if he's going to come back for that Johnny Farnham tour. So the best of luck to Dave, because I am a big fan of Davis Storm since the beginning. So, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting over to Perth. I've already been reaching out to a lot of people, keen to see a lot of people, and keen to see a lot of people from East Sydney and Queensland over in Perth at Brutality Dude and Frio Mayhem.
If you're wondering what's going on over that massive weekend, click back to the last week's episode where our good friend here has provided all of the information on every wrestling event that is happening, that you can go and see and meet up with people that you're going to see at Raw, SmackDown, and Crown Jewel. They'll all be around, and you make a drinking game of some sort if you're not driving. It'll be great.
But only drinking events at official events. We don't want you to go to unofficial events. We want you to really spend your money on the wrestlers' t-shirts that you don't often see this weekend. That's right. The mantra we're pushing. Fuck off the pub nights. Fuck off the trivia nights. Fuck off everything else that slaps a WWE, EPW, Dude Where's My Ring, NHPW sticker on it unofficially. Go to the official shows. They are up now. All 4 posters are the official shows where you can buy the official t-shirts. And Lucas Fantasia, busy man. He will be travelling from the Sunday night. I don't know if he'll be catching Raw, but he will be travelling to Tuesday night, MCW Clash of the Titans, where he will be wrestling at MCW. So don't forget, MCW Clash of the Titans is on Tuesday night.
Make sure you buy Lucas Fantasia merch. Help him make his way over to Melbourne.
Help him make his way over to Melbourne. It's now been moved to the Melbourne Pavilion, so 1,300 of you fuckers should get down there. That's only 10% of Rod Laver's capacity, so that shouldn't be hard to manage. Yep. I want to see I want to hear about 1,300 people because I'll probably be doing a podcast with you that day. So we might even do it Wednesday to get the results of some stuff, so we might even hold out a bit for that. But yeah, big couple of weekends coming up. We promise to try and do as best as we can, but as I say, Don and I are improving our outside lives outside of wrestling, which is most important for a couple of old cunts like us before we retire. So, we really got to get that shit in order, and we are. So we shouldn't miss a podcast. But stay tuned and we will be back. Don, get us the fuck out of here.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Please hit the like button or the subscribe. Jump on our socials and comment and tell us all about what we did good, what we did bad. Tell us about wrestling, what's good and what's bad. Get out and support local wrestling as much as you can. Go buy a ticket. Your ticket money goes to the company, which helps them put on bigger and better events. Bring all your friends. And if you want to support a specific wrestler, please hit up the merch table. Buy their merch straight off them, because then that money goes straight in their pocket. It helps them, A, get more merch, or B, continue their wrestling journey. Thanks again.
Or rent. Rent is a big fucking thing. The cost of living. Thanks, Don.